Oh wait, there's no webcam. It seems. It's unfortunate. Uh, this. The game is about to start, but this is very awkward, guys. Granted, it's been some time since I used this webcam, but it should be working now. Unless it's not the proper cable, but I think it is. Yeah, should be this one. What if I remove the source and then begin? Video capture device, webcam. Oh, there we go. Okay, that was weird. Where the fuck was that? Transform, fit the screen. All right. A bit to the left, but that should be fine. Alright, the game should be underway soon. I am not in the draft. That's very unfortunate. Hopefully, they will be rectified for the next game. Or games. Let's be real. It's 2-0 for either team, I believe. But let's see how it goes. I'm not sharing my client since there's really nothing to be had there. So you might as well look at my ugly face. And Aku in the background, of course. Where the fuck is my finger? Oh, there it is. So once the game starts, or even the spectator delay begins, I will hop back into the client. I'll probably just share my screen because I can't exactly share only the client. I am slightly sick, unfortunately. So I am speaking through my clogged nose. But hopefully you'll forgive me and the coughing occasionally. Okay, everyone is green except for Sego. I'm not sure who goes where, who is top, who is jungle. Since, well, me, I left Twin Long Eel, and Gambit, of course, left Twin Long Eel, was forced out. I'm very unfortunate. Yeah, thanks for the draft link, but the game is starting, so I might as well look at the draft itself once the champ select starts. Yeah, they're ready. Okay, so let me switch to my desktop. Yeah, there we go. Sharing my OBS, it doesn't really matter. So, yeah, everything is ready. For the future, I'll try to mute right before I begin coughing to not blow your eardrums.
So I go.
You like that? Shenban. Okay, I imagine the new top laner is just a tank slave. But it's okay. Aren't we all? Jarvan ban. What's next? Sejuani ban? Oh, Jace. Right. I did look at this new jungler, and he seems like a Jace one trick, kind of. Like I am a Fiddlesticks one trick, of course. Very well known across the Seven Seas and Europe, right? And even North America, as my name suggests. Rek'Sai, okay. Right, Varric mains Rek'Sai, as far as I remember. Or Tim, as he likes to call me by my first name, Jacob. I'll call him Tim from now on as well. Maokai. I guess that's for Taui, and Lilia for Varric again, right? Gwen. That's probably going top lane, I would imagine. Mondo notoriously bad into Gwen, but it could be jungle as well. Regardless. Okay, never mind. It's Gwen top, I would imagine, into Mondo. I'm not sure why would you pick Mondo into Gwen. Very questionable. And it seems last time I saw Cyan mid on Madmen Deviants, I thought it was a dare or a mistake, but turns out it's what they like to play. They're boring. What can I say? Picking a tank mid. They're picking an order and draft like, oh, I see. Right. Okay, then it makes more sense. And it wasn't picked into. That wasn't picked into the Gwen. All right. Thank you, Dean. Malphite. I mean, as I said, Malphite, bottom of the barrel jungler. Looking at the statistics, so I'm always find banning it a bit questionable, but it's fine. Tristana. What's next? Okay, who's gonna kill that Sign and Sejuani? Trist isn't that great at killing tanks. Right now we have 3 tanks on the side of Madman Deviants. We have 0 AP damage right now on the side of Twin Long Eel. With a heavy... Oh, there just won't be any AP damage. I understand it now. Okay, I'll be honest. Unless they get a tremendous lead, Twin Long Eel, early game, I do not see how are they gonna kill the Sejuani and Sion with their champions. Since Xin is a bruiser, full AD into 3 tank, yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. It is what it is. Some things never change when it comes to drafting, right? Of course, I'll try to stay positive for my old homies from Twin Long Eel. It is me, Zyro. You're not playing, but they banned Irelia anyway. That's how much they respect you. Let's be honest. They saw Twin, and they cowered in fear, banned Irelia. Then they realized Zyro isn't playing. Alright, once it swaps to the actual game, I'll just try to share the game overlay, right? Yeah, they did see the performance. I mean, I saw the performance the first 6 minutes, and then I preferred to close the stream and close the game. But hopefully next time you will show them. Sorry. Okay, but really, how are they gonna kill these tanks? And you have Braum as well to block some of the damage, right? Well, Varric likes to path very weirdly at times. He's very hard to predict. That's how I remember it when I played with him way back when, right? He likes to call himself an intelligent person in the jungle. I know almost nothing about the other members. I know Incarnation is said to be one of the best top laners. Really, as a coin flip? Well, I won't deny that's true, unfortunately. I think you're a great player, Zyro. You just sometimes make these very weird decisions, like split moment decisions that don't really make sense. You take unnecessary risks. If you eliminate that, then you're gonna be an awesome player. Until you do, you're a bit of a coin flip in this semi-competitive league, right? In solo queue, it doesn't matter because you're just surrounded by idiots most of the time, right? So they won't really punish your mistakes, right? But here, even if you're against a Plague guy, when everyone is coordinated, they will punish your mistakes usually, right? I wonder what kind of delay I have. Okay, 30 seconds delay. I gotta remove the delay at some point. I forgot where it is because it's been a while since I streamed. But maybe since I can see that Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is on discount right now on Steam, maybe I'll buy it and I'll return to streaming. We'll see. I really enjoy streaming in that game. One of the best games ever made, I gotta say. If you like single player games, that is, of course. Okay, let's look at bot lane since I have some beef with Towie when it comes to his bot lane performance. Braum Jinx into Trist Emilio. When Emilio gets caught with a really bad slow from Jinx or a Braum Q, I think that could be a death right there. So as long as he wiggles his way in between Jinx W's and Braum Q's, they should be fine. Knowing the history, I think that's not gonna happen, but we'll see. I'll try to stay hopeful. Alright, the game is starting. Let me switch scenes. Actually, I don't have to, because I'm sharing my desktop, so I think it should be fine. I have my preview of this stream on my phone, so it should be fine. Okay. See, there's a pause. Oh, okay. Scoreboard that is there. Everything seems to be in order. All right. I don't remember the buttons, or like zoom-ins or whatnot, but I will not be using these functions right now anyway, since... Oh? My game froze? Unless that's intended. Okay, never mind. All good. Oh, right. The game freezes after pauses, I remember now. In, like, replays. Okay, see and invade. That's just for a ward. Right. Pretty standard things. There is no world where this Yone kill this Scion after, like, one item. 4B is a very clean mid laner, so maybe I'll eat my words. Probably the best mid laners out there. The best mid laner out there. How do I do this? 4? Yeah. Okay. Do I like... Okay. There we go. I'll get better at this. They're gonna get level 2 first, I would imagine. Chris usually wants to push in. That didn't happen. So, already on the back foot, unfortunately. How about mid? Okay. Ooh, okay. Ooh, that's gonna cost him. Maybe first blood? It's a really good dodge on Scion there. I'll just stick around mid lane for a second. With the player cam. If nothing happens for like 10 seconds, I'm gonna swap back to the directed camera. Okay, so Varric. Where's Varric? 2? Yeah. Okay, Varric. Feeling it's clear. No gank possible bot lane since it's pushed in. Top lane is just frozen. Who's this Scion guy? I have no idea. Damon, I think was his name. I've never heard of him. Both in general and in general. See what I did there? And he just plays tanks, as you can see, even mid. He's just kind of there. I think the star players of this team would be Tim, so Varric, and Incarnation. So, gotta watch out. Okay, wait. Something happening in bot lane? Somehow they pushed in, and they're gonna die now. What's my boy Taui? Never disappointing me. Ah! It was kind of obvious, but it is what it is. Okay, let's see how does Zin respond. What's the button? W. Zin does nothing. That's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. +1 for Braum taking a kill. Yeah. Well, he gets to know. Right. Directed camera it is. As I was saying, Braum is just showing who's the man. You know, who's the Sigma male in this game. So he just took the kill. That's how it is sometimes. Hey, since at least Jinx didn't get the first blood, there's the silver lining, right? But Trist wants to be ahead. She's not like Draven, but she has to be ahead from lane, or like Kalista. But it is a very aggro ADC, right? With the rocket jump in, and since she's already on the back foot, I really doubt that anything proactive is gonna be happening in this lane from now on. Oh, he just jumps in for no reason, I guess. Okay, some poke for the Braum, I guess. Your mid is just a snooze fest. I'll not be watching that. I'm sorry. But Tim making plays. Tim. Uh-oh. That should be a kill, right? And a solo kill. And a get. Does he get out? There's a question. He does not. But still well played from 4B. Tim, always the proactive player. Wait, something happening mid? No flash on the Sejuani. Is that a kill? Oh, and Zin fumbles it. Unless he... Oh, that's a big fumble. Big fumble. Big fumble. Well, it is what it is. Good try, nevertheless. Used flash for nothing. That feels bad. And that might cost him his life right now, since he has no way to escape the Scion. No ult to knock him back either. Does the Scion get his E? Okay, never mind. Okay, let's look at the gold. Let's look at the gold. What was it? X? Jungle. Yeah, nothing happening right now. Just half a gold lead. Half K gold lead difference. Braum almost dying. Top hasn't come back yet. A snooze fest at its finest as well. Maybe something interesting will happen in this first Drake. Who knows? Don't you hate when your nose is clogged and just speak into your nose? I'm losing my mind because of that right now. Okay, some fancy footwork in the mid lane. Okay, that Yon is actually clapping this Scion right now. That a steal? And that's a steal. That should not be happening. If he gets out as well, that's criminal. Okay, that's criminal that they also get a kill. But again, silver lining. Trist is getting some gold back. Lost the Drake. Wait, maybe that Scion won't be able to play after all? Since somehow he's dying to Yon, even though he has Bramble. Top lane losing in CS, so that's expected. I think that Gwen is dead. That's a solo kill. I don't know what to say. That should not be happening in this matchup. And again, she didn't go back to lane. She didn't recall for the pen item that she needs to get through Mundo's HP. So maybe that's the reason. Clean dodge from 4B. I think Scion should have ultied where Yone was returning to, but I'm not a mid lane, so what would I know? It's still not even a 1k gold lead, so this game can be flipped at any moment. Tim got the first big item, Zeke's Convergence, for his team once he ults in. I wonder what the Scion build in this thing. He has Call, so even more AFK farming. It is what it is, it is what it is. I like to keep the games interesting. I pick shit champions in comp, like Master Yi. Okay, that Scion is getting destroyed by 4B. It's not even close. Very sad, actually. That is probably going to be the case, unless he's bad. Okay, dodges these in the double. That W wasn't in range anyway, so. Yeah, later on, it doesn't really matter. To be honest, it doesn't really matter that Mundo gets the kill early, since Gwen will just destroy him later on. That's why the matchup is unplayable. He completely misses the ult. That was kind of funny, I gotta say. Can he kill him? I don't think so. Ult's nothing. Perfect, perfect. Jungle. Jungle IRL. I am a jungler IRL as well. That's how dedicated I am to League of Legends. Yeah, holding ult for next game. True, true, true. I mean, okay. He doesn't have an item completed yet, unfortunately, because he's down in gold. Sejuani has 2 kills, right? Had he completed the item, Gwen is probably dead. But yeah, very unfortunate. Okay, how will these team fights play out? Yone ults in with the Xin Zhao. Trist is dying in the back to Gwen. Sejuani and Scion won't die. I don't see a world where they can win late game or even mid game, but maybe 4B is just a god that will just 1v5 due to split pushing. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, you're right, Zara. You're right. I really think so as well. There is no reason to hold it in 1v1. You just ult in for the damage. Well, maybe he thought he can kill her while saving the ult for an engage later. But it happens sometimes, you know. Okay. Scion dead. The passive. Okay, 4B is 1v5ing. Due to the pause, we have to take a pause of our own, unfortunately. I would say it's the Baus Scion, but he's not full lethality. And he's not proxing mid. Okay, there we go. We're back. The gold is dead even. I think Braum is dead, no? It was a terrible Jigsaw. Get a classic post-pause. Classic. Wait, Twinlong Eel actually ahead. Gwen is kind of useless at the moment, but she does feel really useless until like 2 items. Yeah, as long as this game doesn't reach late game, Twinlong Eel can win. But I think they have to close it out by, like, I want to say 35-minute mark would be the cutoff. They really hate this Scion. And again, Scion mid is pretty bad. on average. Since the lane is shorter, right? You're just vulnerable to these engages, right? Especially if you're behind and you have no HP whatsoever. He just has armor, right? And I believe stacking armor against Yone isn't really that great of an idea anyway. I swear some of his damage is percent HP based, right? Okay, Tim, waiting in the midst. Excuse me, I got a cough. I'll be right back. Malphite mid? Who banned Malphite? Because someone did. I'm just not sure who. I think Madmen banned Malphite now. I think Malphite would have gotten bullied by Yone even more. Okay. First Drake towards Twin Lung Eel. That Gwen is doing shit right now. I'm sorry to say. Very disappointed right now. Yeah, you almost the R5. Yeah. I know. What was the Q solo bonus armor? Yeah. Okay. What I wanna say, I don't think this guy can pull it off mid. This Damon guy. Based on what I've seen thus far, I think it would have been terrible had he picked that. Okay, see, the problem with going full tank, like Tim, is that if your team ints, then you can't really come back, right? We do trust 4B, yeah. Completely misses it. Holy. Okay, that Scion is terrible. I hate tank enjoyers. I would do terrible things to them. In Minecraft, of course. I would throw them into lava in an instant. Yeah, he's the GOAT. If if you win, if you lose, it's all his fault. I know how it is. I understand. Bye, Taui. Okay, Jing's getting the first kill of the game. This Scion can't really touch a minion wave right now. The moment he does, he's just dead. Yep. Bye-bye. Tim is really behind in XP right now. Even though he's ahead in CS. Maybe Zin was leeching XP from lane. Who knows? Okay, 2k ahead from the Twin Long Eel side. I really did not expect that this mid is gonna go the way it went. Even though I know 4B is a go-to mid laner. I really wish Tim would play something more damage oriented. Even something like Wukong, where you can make plays and do damage at the same time. Yeah, maybe Gwen won't be a problem. Gwen needs a long time to get online. As I said, like 2-3 items, right? Mundo already completed his Warmogs. Ahead in gold. Okay, is 4B dead? So it seems. Overconfidence is slow as insidious killer. When is the next Drake spawning? Look. Objective timers. Next Drake in 50 seconds, alright? Those are wrong early item. Yeah, what should she have built? Nashers into Mundo? Or the Dusk and Dawn? I am terrible on Gwen, so I am in no position to give any piece of advice what to build. But when I did play Gwen, I'll at least try. I did build Dusk and Dawn into Nashers. Into Riftmaker, I believe. Or not Riftmaker, Shadow Flame or something. Yeah, that does one shot indeed. Even after the nerf, the Dusk and Dawn item feels really good on champions like Gwen. Riftmaker is extremely passive. It doesn't really do anything in this instance. Are they gonna dive this one though? I don't think so. I mean, there's no way to get this tower, right? Oh, okay. I mean, if 4 people arrive here... Okay, let's see what's happening bot lane then. Rift Herald. Yeah, this sign is dead as fuck. Okay. Okay. Goaded and running away. I see how it is. Yeah, you're right, Zyro. You're right. You're right. Agreed 100%. Let's see if the Rift gets a charge off. It did not. Okay. Good, good, good. The gold is basically dead even. Both ADCs... It's relatively the same spot, assuming Trist buys her second item right now. Yeah, Jinx is becoming strong, true. I think Jinx will be stronger than Trist as a champion alone, given the team comps. But 4B can just one-shot her if played correctly, so... That's that. Do they have anti-heal for Mundo? No. Since Mundo won't be hitting Scion, they have no anti-heal right now. Trist build cooks? Yeah. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know what's happening here. Caught out of position, I guess? Huh. Very strange, very strange. That sign is just inting, I'm sorry to say. I hope he doesn't only play tanks. Doesn't only play tanks. In 20 minutes? I said 35 minutes, right? They have to close it out. Unless they play like shit. If they play like shit, then... Ooh, okay. That could be... If Jinx at a reset, it's over. It's over. When they stack up like that against Jinx rockets, nothing can save them. And a flank as well. That's a bear. That should be Baron, right? Yeah, they threw. They threw. That was a really bad engage. They dove in like in between towers. Like there was like a Zyro move. Whole team moved in like Zyro and Aurelia. Impossible. They got mind controlled. And the game was actually going really well. Obviously, they didn't lose yet, but It certainly doesn't help their odds. Okay, what needs to happen? They need to wait out the Baron. They can't stack against Jinx Rockets. They can't force things too much. Granted, they have to end the game early, but not like that. Okay. Jinx has anti-heal now. Triss still on 2 items. 4B on 1 item. I don't like what I'm seeing right now. Gwen finally got Dusk and Dawn. Probably on her way to get Dasher's 3rd. Yeah, the window is closing, unfortunately. They have a very short window and they can still win. But, again, it is closing. Good buffer. Yeah, this Jinx is just unstoppable right now. Yeah, that's the issue. Like, she's such a huge front line with the Scion, Sejuani, and Braum. She's just free hit. Okay, can't wait for the pause after the pause. Against Jinx, you need huge lockdown. Xin is technically that, but again, she has such a huge frontline, it's impossible to get to her with things like Xin. Or even 4B ulting in, right? Because she's playing way too safe. And she has Braum right next to her with Exhaust, usually. When it's off cooldown, right? It's a Juwani ult, Scion ult. There's a lot of things that can instantly stop a person going in. Just by face planting into you. With the R button. Okay, we're back. Drake should be free since they have Baron. Yeah, and they're trading it for mid lane, it seems. They don't have the wave. Yeah. It is really good from the Scion. He may have been inting, but there is some brain matter to be used after all. Okay, a bit cheeky from the Braum. His Scion has Sunfire, upgraded boots. Once he gets another item, he's never gonna die, I feel like. Sejuani has 2 items as well. There's the problem with full AD comp. Like, full AD comps work if you end the game early, and or you're into 1 tank or no tank, right? If none of those things happen, you have to, like, monstrously outplay the opponents. Which was kind of happening early on, but, like, one mistake just cost them 3k gold, really, right? And a Baron. And a Drake. So mistakes against this team are very costly. The Jinx can push really fast. Okay, 4B is doing his best. But I don't think he can kill this Scion anymore in a fashion that he did earlier on. Yeah, I think Gwen is unstoppable now, even though she's 0-3, it doesn't really matter. The champion is very forgiving. Just do nothing or feed early and then you're unstoppable. Xin really wants to go in, but he'll just insta-die, I feel like. Yeah, he's just insta-dead. Mondo in the backline doesn't matter. And now Gwen just cleans up, right? Yeah, this... I'm sorry to say, but this game is over. The game went... Well, had they not given so many kills to them, the 35-minute mark would still be true, but now I just accelerated with the gold given, right? Okay. Let's keep our heads high and look forward to game 2. This sign is gone. Gwen is gone. Jinx is gone. Levity might play another hyper carry, but... Yeah, Jinx got killed, so... the game is just over from that, unfortunately. Had they not fed in the mid lane, in between towers, I think the game would have gone Twin Lung Eel's way. But the mistake was just too costly, as I said, right? As it usually is. Mid to late game when you give a lot of kills to a hyper carry like Jinx. I don't know how do they get to Jinx, unless she's like... in the middle or in front for some reason. Because Zin doesn't really do damage. Like, he is a bruiser, but he's not like, I don't know, Jax. Or Aatrox, or Zahen. Just kind of there, just hitting his spear, right? Knocking you up, but he doesn't really do that much damage, unless he's really fed. He just has 2 items, so. Jinx has 4, on the other hand. And she has Death Stance. There's like, they can't even assassinate her at this point. Due to the Death Stance effect. I mean, it is smart. It's not really... I don't think it's ideal to build it. You can just build GA, right? But it gets its job done, so... Who am I to object? I don't know what does this new top laner and jungle play apart from Jace in the jungle. I think top just plays only tanks. Okay, Gwen is dead. There's like 0% chances Gwen gets out, right? That flash is really cringe, I have to say. Well, basically pure AD. What do you mean? Milio is gonna do some crazy AP damage? Are they really gonna get this Baron? How is this allowed? I respect the steal attempt. I think that's the throw we were looking for. Jinx is in no man's land. Okay, this was just a really cringe turn of events, I gotta say. From Sion completely missing his ult, and then leaving Jinx to die to Yo. The counter throw. Okay, they have Soul in 4 minutes. Okay, that fight wasn't really 4B, in my opinion. It was more the enemy being completely stupid. Like here. It just worked out for some reason. That rocket was very close. There's like zero reason to dive this Sion. Yeah, I saw you got the ult on Jinx. But right there, they almost lost the game due to diving a Sion for no reason. The gold is almost even. 1k gold in the Twin Long Eel pocket. Yeah, I do enjoy diving tanks. Very enjoyable. Okay, Gwen is not building Nashers. She's building Shadow Flame, I think, based on the items I'm seeing. Not sure the Shadow Flame is the proper choice in this scenario against Mundo and Zin, who she will probably be hitting constantly, but again, I'm not a Gwen main, so what do I know? I mean, their whole damage is Jinx, to be honest. Gwen, I don't trust the Gwen. She gets called out way too much. Okay. Freezing 30 minutes in. Let's go. Maybe all we need is Tim building Rabadon's death cap. Just cleaning house. Maybe that's what we need. Snip, snip. My phone is about to die, and I'm looking at chat using my phone, so I don't have a second monitor right now. But I'll grab my charger in a bit. It turns out it's actually Zanya's, not Shadow Flame. Good choice, good choice. Excuse me. I've been sick for like 2 weeks, but I'm not going to the doctor because I'm an idiot. It is what it is. Okay, Drake should be spawning fairly soon. Let me look at the timers. Objective timers. Yeah, less than 1 minute for Drake. That will probably decide the game, realistically speaking. It is Ocean, so not really that impactful, since neither team really has poke. Yeah, go the way to live. No doctors, just living on prayer alone. You know how I be. I'm a very religious man. Drake should be spawning in a few seconds. 4 beyond 3. Excuse me. 4 beyond 3 items. Trist on 3 items. I think Sign is looking for a Flankerino from the bot side. They should see it coming since he just showed an award. Braum taking damage for no reason. Okay, I think they... Is Zin dead? Okay, Zin got a reset. It's over. Bye-bye. Yeah. Mundo is not gonna die, but... Well, let's stop chasing Mundo, guys. That soul... Again, the Ocean Soul isn't really that good. I think if 4B's ult hit Jinx again, they would have won easily. But it was just short, unfortunately. The goat can't hit them all, can he? Okay, 15 seconds for 4B, 25 for Mundo. Cyan is pushing in top. Let's see when does Baron spawn. Baron is up, actually. I'm just blind. It's okay. Yeah, kill Jinx or lose. It is what... That's how it usually is. Unless there's a huge control mage mid. Obviously not the case this game, seeing the Cyan. Okay, Cyan has Adaptive Helm. He's even harder to kill now. Hourglass for Gwen. Frozen Heart for Sejuani. 6 items on Jinx. And the Runans as well completed. Also the BT, really smart buy. Maybe GA. No, if she dies in GA, the fight is over anyway. So BT probably the right choice. Yeah, Warby is unfortunately still on 4 items into 6 of levity. Once the game goes long enough, the goldie doesn't matter because people will just be full items anyway, right? We're still ways away from that. Probably like 10 minutes, I want to say. Towie the GOAT! I mean, he's just trying to ward. It's not his fault, right? Okay, smart to back off. Flipping it would be really dumb for no reason at all. Sign is just pushing the wave, right? Okay, take 2. There is a world where this does get stolen. Yeah. It is the brain dead Baron dance, unfortunately. It all comes down to this. I mean, Zin can still flash in, right? Who got the Baron? Okay. The game should be over very soon, unfortunately. This Mundo dies, right? Yeah. I don't think they can end from this since they have no wave. But maybe. Sion, no ults. No ults across the board. Okay, 25 seconds. Yeah, I don't think they can. There's no way they can end from this. Braum taking unnecessary damage. 4B no ulti. Okay, this inhib is surely going down. And now they recall? No? Guess not. Okay, they take 2 inhibs. 2 inhibs and recall, surely, right? Yeah, okay. Anything else? What does Elder spawn? 2 minutes. Xin GA, I don't like that buy at all. I feel like you only buy GA if you're a carry who wants to do as much damage as possible while making space for his team, right? Xin isn't really a carry like that. It's like building GA on, I don't know, Trundle. You can't even be in the jungle, right? And he's dead. Just like that. He dying for enemy red buff, not ideal. Not ideal. But he is looking for gold wherever he can find it, right? I don't think this sign is dying. This Mundo, I mean. Is he actually gonna die? Okay, 4B. Gwen actually lived. Very unfortunate for 4B. Yeah, Hourglass actually saved him. And I missed the top deaths. It's alright. Watching 4B was more important, let's be honest. Let's just watch 4B 1v1. And there it is. Loses the game, but gets the 1v1, so... It is mid-diff. He did win his lane, right? And that's all that matters, let's be honest. Alright. Game 1 towards Madmen Deviants. Was a close game, but the damage dealt speaks for itself. Only one death, really clean game from Levity. Hopefully, I'll get invited to the next lobby, and possibly even the draft. Let's see. Oh, it seems I forgot to send the link to my stream. I had it pre-typed, I just never sent it. It is what it is. I am a professional streamer after all. Alright. If I will get the draft link this time, we should be in business. Let me while oh, thank you, Warbase. You are a saint. Okay, while they're taking care of that, I'll try to remove my delay. Yeah, I'm not sure where it was. Settings, stream. Reactions, permissions, raids. Where the fuck was that? I'm sure there was a setting for that. Anyone knows from the stream where there's... Surely someone knows. I'll just ask Google. How to remove stream delay Twitch. That's where I was. Stream. Yeah, settings and advanced. Advanced. Channels, people can stream. I don't see advanced, I'll be honest. Again, I am very blind.
Do you find yourself...
Oh my god, okay. Can I mute that? No. Okay, listening to a short unmuted would be very embarrassing, so I'm not gonna do that. Surely I'll find it, guys. Trust me, trust me. Stream delay Twitch. What the fuck is advanced? Oh, it's an OBS. Right, right. I'm dumb. Okay, if it's an OBS. Settings, advanced. Yeah, you're right. It has to be here. Is it an OBS? Stream. No, it's not here. Yeah, I'll probably have to close my stream. I'll just do it next time. It's fine. Okay, what's happening? Is the draft ready? It is not. Right, so I didn't miss anything. All right. How is everyone's day going? Good? Oh yeah, there is. No, I don't have it enabled in OBS. So that has to be on Twitch. Okay, they chose red side. Twin Long Eel chose red side. Interesting. Maybe I have it in Streamlabs. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I had stream delays. I was playing games which really warranted having that on, like League and some other multiplayer games, right? Are they discussing the game still? I think so, right? Let me swap to the main desktop. Hey guys, nothing is happening. I'm sorry. I don't have a elevator music in the background I can play for you. Actually, give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I was on the wrong team. My bad. I was hogging the team 1 space. Signature kill steal, yeah? True, true. Okay. Our draft. Let me go to this tab. Nothing secret on my screen. You can see my secret 6-7 account. That's very embarrassing. Okay. Is it starting? I saw someone said our draft. Okay, Twin Long Eel aren't ready yet, it seems. I'll try to have some music in the background for next time. Like right now I have like Spotify playlists or YouTube playlists, which don't really fit the theme, you know? I need some elevator music kind of shit. Which I do not have at the ready. Did I lose frames? No, just my Elite client crashed, huh? Interesting. Everything crashed, it seems. Well, the draft hasn't started yet. Well, now it did. All right. Madmen first. Shen again. Jarvan. Looks like the bans are going to remain the same. Chase, Rek'Sai. I'll believe it when I see it. I do not want another full AD team, please, into 3 tanks. Please and thank you. Maokai, and well, yeah, the same bands. A number of things can be picked here. Tim likes, okay. Sivir. What does Warbase like in this? Twitch could be good, but after the last Twitch performance, I am very doubtful that will be the pick. I'm sorry, Warbase. Saya, okay. I was kind of expecting Warbase to pick Yonara here, but Zaya is fine as well, I suppose. Right, he does play Silas. I've seen that on his account. Blind Silas, a bit questionable since he can get very shit ults, but maybe it'll work. Like if they get Wukong, for example, Wukong ult doesn't really work for Silas too well. Yeah, Trundle, terrible for Silas. If they don't have any tanks. You cannot be full AD anymore. True. Syndra. Okay, blind Syndra. Is Silas good into Syndra? I don't think so. Because I do know 4B plays Silas if need be. Malphite. Yeah, Malphite? Sorry. Malphite in the Trundle. Not the biggest fan, so he'll just AD Silas. True. The Forbidden build. Great at the Oceanic Super Server. Kale. Okay, who bans Kale? For the record. I know he plays it, but surely there are a number of ways to counter it. Full AP Malphite? Could be. I was never allowed to play full AP Malphite. Very unfortunate. What will be the last ban? I forget what it was last time. I remember Malphite was banned, but so yeah. Okay, Karma. It is a hate crime. It is. You just hate girls. What can you say? Aurora Irelia banned. I don't know what's good into Syndra in these circumstances. Surely 4BS answers to it. You'll just have to wait and see. No pick, it seems. A great choice. Well, my chat is broken, so I don't know what's the champ. I'm sorry. Actually, I'll ask them to invite me again. Yeah, says the lobby bugged out for me. Singed? Okay, now the game gets interesting. Singed ult, very good for Silas. Okay, thank you, Towie. Towie the master. Thank you. Yeah, now it works again. How can they round this comp up? What support could be good here? Thresh. Okay, playmaking support. I like it. The Brom didn't really do anything tremendous last game, but he was there. You know, he was there for his team. All you can ask from a supporter, to be honest. Mm, support last, huh? Tarek. Okay. Again, like with the Twitch, I'm very hesitant when it comes to the Tarek performance. I'm not saying no. I'm saying not really. That's the best you're gonna get from me, Tally. I'm sorry. Uh, okay, what's happening? Singed goes in with the ult. Zaya is the ult. I don't know what the mid is. If Syndra gets fed, the game is automatically over, I feel like. That would be number one priority. The Singed is a huge wild card, as it always is as a champ. No other champions like it. I hate Singed as a champ. Like, this champ is so annoying to play against. I always forget I'm supposed to say ready. Okay, now I'm gonna know who's the mid laner. The suspense is killing me, as you can tell.
So I go.
My phone is about to die, and I cannot get the charger right now. It is very unfortunate.
Never look back.
Wait, let me grab it real quick while this is going. And I'll see the mid laner when I come back.
I see you lack judgment. Tyrant.
Okay, the charger has been obtained. Azerath. Okay, I mean, a long range mage is always good against Syndra. In order to deny the stun and ult range, right? The problem is Singe will just flip you every single fight. I feel like you're gonna get Trundle pillared into Singe flipped into dead from the Sivir and Syndra. Do I think that? I would say that's a negatory, Zyro. I don't think people will ban your Briar. Unless you play like 20 games in a row with like 80% win rate, then maybe. Do it and we'll find out. But wait, 4 teams advance to the playoff stage, but WG and B team will probably lose all games, and Echo 1 forfeited all games. So I think Twin Long Eel, even if Twin Long Eel loses all the other games, they will still advance, no? I think that might be the case. Okay, another popcorn break with the spectator delay. Okay, how can these fights play out for Twin Long Eel again? 4B needs to be fed, of course, as usual. He pokes them, but how do you poke a Singed, really, and Trundle? They'll just heal back up, right? Okay, Malphite ults in, gets Trundle ulted immediately. Sivir is the ult for the disengage. They have Sivir ult plus Singed ult for the Singed flip engage. These fights are kind of iffy, I gotta say. Then again, I think I am more hopeful this game than I was last time in the first game when I saw full AD into 3 tanks. I think this could be more like a skill matchup, right? And not just a runaway victory if the game goes too long like the first game with the Jinx, right? I don't think Tarek fits this comp at all. But what else could have been good? I think Bard was good. But yeah, Syndra versus Syndra is the best. I don't know why that happens with the spectator. Once it goes into the delay mode, you see two of the same champions. Who's Twin Koi playing against? Fuse, I think, on Thursday. I do believe so. Yeah. Domain will cast your game. Very exciting news. Now that guy can talk very slowly, punctuating every word. Yeah, I think again this is a 4B show. I don't believe I've ever seen him feed mid lane, at least when I was playing with him. So maybe he'll just carry his team to victory to game 3. I realistically don't think bot lane can snowball versus Thresh Sivir. Sivir is fairly safe champ, right? Free one against Fuse. Yeah, I think so. I think nothing against Fuse, of course. I'm just saying it purely objectively, right? Okay, the game has started officially. The question is Singed going to proxy? Probably not level 1, but later on, is he going to proxy? I don't know if he's a Singed player. You have to be slightly mentally unstable to play Singed. As a champ, it's very unique. You need to have a special brain to play him. And no macro. Have macro to be your second nature, right? Okay, some poke going out already. Again, close eyes on Let's just look at Singed for a bit. You actually missed 2 minions. That's very bad for a Singed. You need perfect CS early on. Okay. Since he saw that Silas did not start top, maybe he should have proxied level 1, I'll be honest. Should definitely go proxy now. Not a Singed, a fake Singed player, unfortunately. Very fake, very fake. I am extremely disappointed. Alright. Back to the directed camera then. Nothing to see here. Okay, 4B losing massively in CF. Already double. That hook should not have landed, I'll be honest. Again, Tally does the impossible come to fruition. Okay. Some crazy shenanigans going on already top lane. All lanes winning in CS. All roles winning in CS. Jungle doesn't really count, right? But okay. 4B has no mana whatsoever. Not a good sign. Has TP though. Okay. Okay. Some damage back. Got a lot of mana back from his passive. It's not doomed after all. Both junglers are hanging in the midst. Forby still has flash. Holds it like a champ. In no danger whatsoever. Yeah, personally, I think bot lane is slightly outclassed, especially in this. Since 4B doesn't have his Tristana, this will be very hard to play. And Tally is on Taric. That's another hindrance. Singe has no business in laning against this. I really think he should get out of this lane and start. Is this a solo bolo? No prediction, no prediction. Emerald 4B would have got this. Diamond changed him. No TP on Singed. I mean, it is standard. It's just very rough early on if he doesn't actually proxy. So you don't want to lane into this early game Malphite. Taking free poke from his W. Okay, good flash, good flash. Good reaction. I don't think he would have died still, but... Okay, Madman ahead purely from the lane and the CS difference. Mid ahead of flash, top ahead of flash. Ult as poke. Can't say I've seen that. He's about to get, if he gets hit by one of these Qs, one more of these 4B Qs, he will die, I think. Okay. There was Balls of Steel from the Silas, but doesn't steal the Drake. Good attempt though, I respect it. It seems that 4B already used ult. We just missed that due to the Drake fight. Apologies. Okay, so far, Silas has been pretty AFK this early game. Trundle secures one Drake. Went mid one time, but nothing came of it. I really like Trundle as a jungler right now. Feels a bit lackluster, but at least in my opinion. Tim will probably prove me wrong. The pillar will be very strong with their comp, with the Singed, and with the threshold and the not the lantern, the hook. Walking into Fog of War, unfortunately, gonna die. Was a huge miscalculation on Thresh part. Okay, let's be honest. This Malphite is not dying from that, bro. Again, I don't know why is he still laning. This laning clearly isn't... You're not using the full Cinch potential doing that. You are supposed to waste this Silas's time by coming top, and then you outplaying it with the with your move speed, right? That's why you pick. It's one of the reasons why you pick Cinch, to waste enemies' time. While they're wasting time, you're doing objectives or getting towers. Very hard to pull off, and you need to know the limits of the champion, but that's why you play it. 4B gapping mid, as usual. Forby being fed was one of the necessities for them to win this game, so step one is getting a sheep. Okay, Sinch's going damage early. These hooks have been landing, but the choices he's been making, not a fan. With the face checks and taking the free poke. Okay, like he's doing these things top. Yeah. Again, Thresh not missing these hooks, but all the other decisions are very questionable. Mid is just gapped. I'm sorry to say. Yeah, I hate this champ as well. Always will be. It's just like you have to dodge all of the abilities. You get hit by one Q, like game is just dead as an ADC. You can't be just dead from the ulti alone. This is 5 charges. If Cinch will be playing like that, that pick is useless. Like your top laner was playing it much better as far as I remember. Warbase, yeah, Warbase is dead. Again, mid gapped. Sivir could be the wild card. I am not sure what that flash was. I guess it works. I guess he's seeing something I'm not seeing. Good flash attempt, but cannot dodge the Syndra ult, unfortunately. Will this be a free Drake? It's taking them quite a long time to get it, but should be free. So, a couple of kills going one direction, couple going the other, but second Drake going towards Madmen Deviants in the end. Yeah, I think you're right. Take what they can get and get out. I don't know what to think of the Silas right now. He's playing very aggressive, but it's just very weird plays. And Singed is just... the Singed is bad, I'm sorry to say. That's not how Singed is supposed to be played. Yeah. That was the clap of approval towards the Tarek solo ulting himself. A clean Qs. This Sivir is gonna carry like the Jinx. I'm gonna predict it right now. Unless the Xerath will just kill her with the ulti alone. Okay, good flash, good flash. Tim very proactive with his pillars. Okay, Singed has to leave this lane. He's 2 levels down. The guy built MR. Is it MR? Yeah. The Holy Radiance. There's like 0% chance he can do anything in this lane. That's why you leave it and go proxy. Yeah, I remember. Okay, but this shouldn't be happening. I'm sorry. Gross champions fan. You know how it is. Only Xerath can bring Sven out from the hibernation. Okay, let's look at the gold real quick, shall we? Top down, jungle ahead. That's a gross lead bot lane from the ADC. Very gross lead. Like 3k ahead, right? Not 3k, I'm exaggerating. 1, 2... Yeah, 2 and something k. 2.2, I think. This early on, it is a bit disgusting. Almost 2 BF swords. Yeah, seeing how the Synths play, I don't think he'll be able to actually utilize the strength of his champion in this team fight. He'll just die. Unless this happens. That was pretty funny. And that was just Silas, I feel like, not the Singe. Okay, Warbay is getting the Sven treatment. Oh, Cat, you're here. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I don't know what this Silas loves flashing in. Okay, like, this matchup is good for Singed, assuming you don't lane. If you do lane, then you can't really play. In general, laning with Singed in the majority of matchups doesn't really make sense, since he has a tremendous amount of bad matchups when you actually lane and try to go toe-to-toe against someone in lane, right? That's why you split push and proxy to avoid even playing the lane. R5 Xerath? Yeah, it was. 4B is the best player after all, right? So he's getting the 5th pick. 4B likes Xerath into Syndra, you know? Actually, no, I'm lying. The 5th pick was Tarek. Xerath was 4th pick. I'm sorry. Yeah, Tarek value is tremendous. Ulting himself, ulting nothing. The list goes on. Yeah, that Malphite is dying for sure. Okay, clean Q. Didn't really do anything, but still clean. Okay, like, Tarek in a vacuum is a good champ, but only in the right circumstances. Taui cannot play Tarek, I'm sorry, based on what I've seen, which is fine. But he just can't play it, in my opinion. Okay, 2 ults for Thresh. Thresh is not dead. That's very unfortunate. That is a Tarek ult. Doesn't really do anything, but yeah, this is looking more and more cooked. Singed is pretending he's in this game, but he's trying. See, he got an assist. Tower is gone. Yeah, it's the ADC diff again, unfortunately. Malphite up CS. 4 CS is huge. ADC diff. The gold diff, I mean. 3, 4. Yeah, that is a bot canyon, unfortunately. That Thresh was getting hot, I'll be honest, but his Qs are very clean, so I'm gonna forget that. And Malphite goes full AP from now on, and they win. Pobla online. Pobla is calling indeed. He will ult the routers, that is correct, Cat. rig. Okay, that cough is killing me. I hate it so much. Okay, Madman on Soul Point. Drake is spawning in 1 minute. We should see a fight very shortly. If they get Infernal Soul, like, I don't think there's any way to come back from this game if they get it. They're gonna like these ricochets from Sivir are gonna be so much. Gonna do so much damage with the Infernal Soul. Yeah, Trundle ults Malphite and it's just yep. Yeah, this game is over. I'm sorry to say. The Silas though. Who is this guy? Levitate looks pretty good, I have to say. Very solid ADC. From what I've seen thus far. Unless it's only in this matchup. I haven't watched him too closely in this previous game. I definitely miscalculated my prediction on top lane. I think Incarnation has some improvement to do on his choices. Okay. Well, again, as I said, Singed is trying to pretend he's playing this game. Doing his very best to pretend. It doesn't really matter though. Both Malphite and Singed with a staggering 2 KP and 3 KP. They are moving as fast as they can, as we could tell, as we could say. The improvements, yeah, you are correct, sir. Okay, like, if you were to compare this top laner to Gambit, Gambit did play some tanks. I'm not gonna say he only played carries. But even if he did play carries like Ornn, I feel like he was way more impactful around the map. This guy is just, he's just there, you know? He's just there for the ride, like this Singed. You can be the tankiest guy in the world. If you don't do anything with it for your team, then he's just there as a statue, right? Yeah, yeah. But again, Ali was banned. It is what it is. Seago is there to fill his shoes. Hopefully he can play something other than tanks. I don't think so, though. I think he only plays tanks. Yeah, Tim is pretty good. I can't. That's why I did say Tim and other guys in the stream title. But I think it's more. First game, I don't think Tim was that great. It was more levity. This game, you can definitely see Tim doing work with his pillars and his ultimates. Who is the jungler? D-Low, I think was his name. His league name. The jungler. Yeah, Gambit won't be here. Very sad. Very sad. Do I regret leaving Twin Wong Eel? Not really. I really enjoyed playing with Gambit. Like, and I did consider him like my not like, well, maybe not like friend, but like league friend. You know, like you have laughs with him. You have fun while playing the game while trying to be competitive. So without him, it's not the same, right? All right. Malphite keeps building armor. I don't think that's gonna really do anything. The Silas is kind of like my Master Yi pick. It doesn't really do much here. Yeah, I already said my piece on it in general. I'll not rehack the situation, Sven, you know? It is what it is. Okay. Let's see the gold difference again. You can see the gold difference even Singe is ahead. Only 4B is staying strong with a 400 gold lead. Has the Dark Seal as well. The man is hanging by a thread, doing his best to carry his team. He is laning against the unstoppable Demon Singe though, so I highly doubt he can overcome this hurdle. Malphite win condition lost. Well, picking Silas blind when you don't know what ults he can steal doesn't really make any sense to me. Okay, Tally died before he could ult. Not ideal. The score 1-0 for Madmen Deviants, soon 2-0. As you can see. First game was unfortunate. Both teams made a lot of mistakes. This game I feel like it's just draft diff. Like if this Singe played correctly, the game would have been over, I would say at about 20-minute mark. And yeah, Tim can always just blind ulti Malphite to get free stats. So. Xayah pick, well, Warbase doesn't have that good blind ADCs, to be honest. He's kind of, because they used to when he played for Celestial Light, they played for bot lane, so they would pick a bit later, right? And the jungler would always play for them. And now with the new season, it's not like that anymore, right? Okay. Malphite clean with it. Okay, Levity is entering the fight. Going melee range into Warbase. a bit overzealous there, but it doesn't really matter because the gold lead is so huge. Yeah, it doesn't matter at all. Singe triple kill. Now that's the MVP right there. That's my MVP. Let us appreciate this this stellar player right here. Where the fuck is he? There he is. There he goes. Just a beautiful player. Beautiful player. GG's. 2-0. Well, that was fun. Most definitely. I like this casting thing, to be honest. It's way more enjoyable than playing the League of Legends game, actually. So I'll probably be doing this more often. I'll definitely cast the Twin Coin, Twin Lung Eel games when I can. And maybe I'll try to expand. We'll see. So I'll see you guys next time.